sunshine, let us walk in the light. Let your love flow, help us to know what is right. Let your graces fall to renew us all, and we will delight as your people, oh God.
We will be the light, we will be the light, we will be the light for all to see. We will be the light, we will be the light, we will be the light, so walk with me.
The world cannot see you through the darkness it dwells in. There's not a heart the darkness of sin. But if we love one another and pardon our brother, we can let the light back in, light the fire once again.
Seremos la luz, seremos la luz, seremos la luz para que todos vean. Seremos el amor, seremos el amor, seremos el amor para que todos vean.
So the Cathedral of Christ the Light in Oakland is just wonderful. It's very peaceful inside. The structure is magnificent. The light comes through the walls, hence the name Christ the Light. And it's just a wonderful place to read, to worship and pray.
I learned that the cathedral is called Christ the Light because almost everything in the cathedral has natural light pouring into it.
I like the cathedral because it has a mausoleum, and it was pretty cool to have the altar, and right on the bottom was the grave.
I liked it. It was like awe-inspiring. I could see the ceiling, the front of the church, and the back. It's like in the shape of a fish. It made it really look really great.
I liked it how the walls fell. They were silky. I like the paintings in the chapel. I like how on the ceiling there's a fish shape.
I liked about the cathedral the portrait of Jesus with the holes coming through so the light could come through.
It's beautiful. It was great to see the love that the students had for the whole day. They were excited, they were impressed by what they saw, and it's just fascinating to have such a great place that we could use as a prayer place and a meeting place.
When we went to this cathedral, it was really fun. When my most favorite part was when we saw the paintings and went on the tours. We saw so many interesting paintings and things that I wanted to go there as many times as I could.
I liked the mausoleum where they had the cross that was from the old cathedral.
The Mass was really fun, especially the little village they made for Christmas. That was the best part, one of the best parts that I saw.
I learned that everything was actually efficient. It was really pretty too. That was really exciting because to know you just got to be in a cathedral. It was the first time they ever had a whole school go to the cathedral. Just to know you were that privileged to be at a cathedral.
The thing I like about the cathedral is that I like the story behind it because that's a sign of Jesus.
I like the chapel of the suffering Christ with Jesus on the cross. And
I feel like our trip to the Oakland Cathedral was nice, and the cathedral was a very inspirational and beautiful place to be to worship God.
When I went to the cathedral, the thing I liked best was it had the picture of Jesus made out of the sunlight holes, and when I went there, I felt like a new person because.
So going to the cathedral as a school was great. I think the most enjoyable part was seeing 7th and 2nd grade with their buddies and 8th and 1st, and how much of the cathedral we filled. It's such a big place, but we actually look like we took up a lot of it. So it was neat to see that we were the biggest group that's been there.
It was wonderful. I like it.
I just came away with a new appreciation for the cathedral, for the work that went into it, for the thought that went into it. I was just amazed at the symbolism and the history.
I thought the cathedral trip was wonderful. Students get to see, the center of our church, where in the tradition of European churches, although it's very modern.
I was one of the teachers who helped to get the field trip to the cathedral going, and people knew that. And so they came up to me afterwards and they wanted to express their thanks. It was like, wow, I had been to the cathedral before, but I never knew all that. And when the gentleman had talked about it, he explained it in detail. It made me really own that cathedral like my own. And so I think that's what some of the kids came away with, and it was wonderful to hear that from the adults as well.